Have you looked at your street lamps lately? If you want to see some photos and video of the street lamps, the links are in the description. Something is definitely going on. There is no record of the red lights being put in, and I looked. I spent all day at City Hall. I filled out mountains of paperwork to request the documents for any work regarding street lamps in my borough. Waited for hours, only for the clerk to tell me there are no documents found in my request. I told her that was ridiculous, because the street lamps must have been changed at some point. And she said the last widespread work done on the street lamps was in 1993. There is no way these lights have been around for that long. I would have noticed them much earlier. But when were they put in, and by who? I'm gonna try and look deeper into this. I have a friend that can be known sometimes to find hidden information through the internet. Don't ask me how it works, I'm not tech savvy. And he might find the situation interesting. I'm going to his place after I post this. When I got home from City Hall, it was already 6:45. I had only a few minutes until my friend would show up. Sure enough, my doorbell rang at 7:53. I walked down to the main door. I didn't want to let him in, just in case he was a psycho or something. He looked jumpy and nervous. He kept looking around my street with terrified eyes. Hi, No time for names. You need to listen up. We don't have much time. What are you... I used to work for the company. What company? The company that put the lights in. Oh, shit. Yeah, but I left after I found out what they were doing. They made me sign an NDA, but I needed to warn you. He grabbed arms and looked straight in my eyes. Stop looking at the lights. I pushed him away. Why? Tell me what they are and what they're for. It's a bit complicated, but He stopped talking. The streetlights came on. It wasn't fully dark yet, though. Shit, I have to go. He turned and bolted down the street. Wait, what's the company name? I yelled out to him. Canember. There's something else I need to share, and I'm a little freaked out. But there's something in me that doesn't want to tell you guys. I know I need to. In the comments, you guys told me not to look at the light, and this contact seemed very strongly about it too. It was my intention to follow his advice. It makes perfect sense. But, well, here's what transpired afterwards. After the contact bolted out of my house, I went back inside. As soon as I walked in, I found myself wanting to look at the light. I tried to resist the urge so much, but I caved in. I only lasted 3 minutes in my entryway before I ran to the living room window. Something happened this time, and I can't explain it. I came out of the trance, looking out the living room window, but it wasn't my window. It was in my living room. I looked around a bit more and realized it was a house that wasn't mine. I had never been there before. No one else seemed to be there, so I got out of there as fast as I could. As soon as I made it to the street, I figured out where I was. About 10 blocks west from my place. By the time I got home, it was 11 at night, and Mark was waiting for me. Where have you been? Bear had an accident in the house because you never came home. You knew I was working until 10. I'm sorry. Something happened. What? I didn't want to tell him, but I did. There was a battle going on inside of me. 2 thoughts duking it out. Tell him or don't tell him. Guess which one won. I'm just not feeling like myself. I got confused of the day, and I thought you would be home. My fault. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Something is happening to me. Why wouldn't I want to tell him? We never keep secrets from one another. Even while typing this whole thing out, I feel a pull, like something inside of me is resisting telling the truth. Because there's nothing really to worry about, right? Like a few you said, it's probably nothing. There's a reasonable explanation for everything. Adam isn't going to find anything questionable online about the company Can Ember. There is no conspiracy. My imagination is running away with itself. I lost 6 hours and woke up in a stranger's home. That's something to worry about. Right, I'm off to Adam's. I'll post if we find anything. And if you haven't already looked at the light, don't start. Or maybe just take a peek. Just once, so you know what I'm talking about. But seriously, don't look at the red light. If you're having a pleasant experience, be sure to subscribe and like the video. It'll help me to grow and reach a larger audience. Thank you.